Hi, this is Susan Morley. I am here to talk to you about expectations in parenting. Now, we all have expectations all the time with other people and with our children. And where we get in trouble in parenting with expectations is usually it's poor communication and lack of training or teaching. And so I want to talk to you about some of the most common frustrations of my clients. I want to tell you about them and how to solve them so that you don't get frustrated. Let's talk about playrooms and bedrooms and even bathrooms. Oh my gosh, my clients get so frustrated because my child's room is a mess, or you should see how awful the playroom is, and they can't do this and they can't do that. And the truth is, they probably can. If you have a neurotypical child, or even if your child isn't neurotypical, depending on how well you know your child, which is probably pretty well, your child can actually do more than maybe you think. But where we get into trouble as parents is that we have this expectation, but there's a knowledge gap. And so I teach my clients a couple of tricks. Here's trick number one. It's called I do, we do, you do. So this is a method of teaching or training our children so that they understand clearly and can be held accountable for cleaning up their room, let's say. So the first part is I do. I'm going to show my child while my child is watching how to clean their room. You walk in, it's a disaster. You need to stay calm because the other thing I teach all my clients is that emotions are contagious. And so if you're upset or you're anxious, you're spreading that. Those are sticky, sticky emotions. They get all over everybody. If you're calm, that also is sticky, and that is what is getting spread and stuck on your child. So first of all, when you open the door to that room, relax, take a few deep breaths, and you just look at your child. And I love the book Mindset by Carol Dweck. Look at your child and say, okay, we're going to do this. Let's get this done. Positive mindset. And not just positive, affirmations. Like, truly, I know you have the ability to do this. You just need to be taught how. And I'm going to teach you how. And then you teach your child with your child observing next to you. There are no devices in this plan. So you say, okay, where do you think we should start? And then if the child says, I don't know, you say, okay, do you think we should start with this or this? Giving your child choices allows them to feel like they have some power. They've got some skin in the game. And then you go through and you teach. This is how we fold a shirt, etc. Now, as depending on the age of your child, as you're teaching, you can say, okay, there's 5 more shirts. Let's fold this one together. That is the we do part. And now let me watch you fold a shirt. That is the you do part. So you continue with the I do, we do, you do throughout the process of cleaning that room. Now you're not done. Once it's finished, you can say, all right, do you want to take a couple pictures of your room so you know how it's supposed to look, or how you like your bookshelf to look, or how you want your closet to look, how you want your drawers to look, etc. They may or may not. And again, this is all depending on how old your child is. Now, the next time the room is messy, which it's going to get messy, kids are messy, and so are we. We've just been trained to be neat, some of us. And then you say, okay, let's do it again. Now, this time it's more of the we do. Let's do this together. Your child is not standing and observing and sometimes learning things. Now, you and your child together, you handle this, I'll handle that, etc., until that room is clean. Then, and during that process, you are doing many I do, we do, you do processes during that. Now, the room is messy again. This is probably a weekly occurrence. And now your child is cleaning, but you're there supervising. Now, supervising does not look like or hands on hips and staring at your child. No. Supervising is also pitching in. What would you like me to do? How would you like me to do this? What can I do while you do that? And you are doing it together, but your child is directing and you are doing some supervision, but you are there to provide, guidance and support and let your child run the show. Now that you've done that 3 times, I do, we do, you do, now your child can be held fully accountable for keeping their room clean. And you can say, I know you know how to clean your room. I've trained you. You've done very well. This is the expectation we have. And now you can hold your child accountable. And this works for doing dishes, emptying the dishwasher, cleaning the kitty litter, taking the dog for a walk, weeding in the garden, washing the car. It works for everything. Now, go try a I do, we do, you do on one of the things that you have an expectation of your child. Go ahead and try that instead of getting mad at your child or getting frustrated or rolling your eyes or huffing and puffing. Try that method and then hold your child accountable for the expectation that has been set.